have people that came from as far away as East Northport. So it's a big trip, and we really do appreciate it. It was my mother who got me my first date with Sylvia. They worked in the same New York City Department of Sanitation office. We have an usher take care of this person.
Heckler, you have a heckler.
Yeah. And my mother said Sylvia, quote, has a few pimples and her performance is a little on the slow side, but she's cute. So I got up the courage to call her, and early one evening, after a long trip from the East Bronx in my red Chevy 2, arrived in front of her apartment house at Avenue R and East 17th Street in Brooklyn. When she opened the door, I could see immediately she was beautiful and exuded a certain sweetness, had great bow-shaped lips, wonderful white teeth, wore her hair in a French twist, which I found particularly attractive. She introduced me to her mom, later known as the legendary Grandma Pearl, and to Kitty, her cat. And then we went to see a movie called Only Two Can Play, a comedy with Peter Sellers. I couldn't find parking near the Kingsway Theater, so I made an illegal U-turn in the middle of Kings Highway, drove 6 blocks back to her apartment building, parked there ignominiously again, and we walked. I was pretty sure even before we entered the theater that she'd already dismissed me as some kind of highly educated loser. But that wasn't the case. We held hands in the movie, and she didn't laugh afterwards in the Chinese restaurant when I spilled tea all over myself. And walking home, she told me her favorite song was Be My Baby by the Ronettes, and I told her mine was He's So Fine by the Chiffons. And at her door, we kissed goodnight, and I found her bow-shaped lips to be incomparably soft and sweet.
That's embarrassing. Too much information.
So, it gets worse. So the first attraction was physical, emotional, sexual. Yes, go ahead, children, and cringe, as it nearly always is. I found myself thinking about her during the day, wondering what she was doing, waiting, anticipating the weekends when I could just look at her. This was before FaceTime and Skype, of course, and be in her company. It wasn't long before affection became passion, passion deepened to love, and love became the fullness and richness of marriage. But over the years, there grew something else, something a few of you here may not recognize about Sylvia, something she doesn't talk about a lot and that may be obscured by all the conversation about her ability to return 10-year-old purchases. Sylvia, like her brothers, came from a very modest background, came from nothing, as we say in the city. She had to work during the day while at Brooklyn College, earning her degree in early childhood education, and in fact was pregnant with Mitch when she graduated. Mitch got half a credit in college chemistry, which I think he'll acknowledge has greatly benefited him since. It took a while until all our kids were in school, but then Sylvia was finally ready to go to work in the area she'd studied, but there was a self-esteem problem. I remember her applying for an instructor position at a summer day camp and finding herself virtually unable to speak at the interview. She was distraught when she came home, but she soon pulled herself up. She volunteered at the Plainview Y before they finally offered her a job. She took more than 30 credits in business ed at Farmingdale University and managed to get a position teaching that subject to adults. She moved around: Metropolitan Career Institute, Catherine Gibbs Secretarial School, Long Island Business Institute, Stony Brook University, the class for Down syndrome adults, Career Blazers Institute. And then when she finally could work almost anywhere on Long Island, she gave it all up so we could move to California. But 3,000 miles in a different state were not going to set her back. Over the years, as her ne'er-do-well, slacker husband whined about bad breaks, she gradually became the family's principal breadwinner. Yes, it's great. She took and passed the National Teachers Exam, taught word processing classes in South Central LA, taught Lotus 123 at Westlake High School, taught senior adults at Camarillo Airport, taught at the Learning Tree University, and finally got an offer for a permanent high school teaching position which she had to turn down when we decided to return to New York. So here we are, Sylvia working at Suffolk Community College now, confidently acing that job interview and all job interviews since before, because she's been there, done that, seen it all, and can handle it all. Her special ability is teaching and assisting those who are unfamiliar and afraid of computer-related subjects. The aged, the infirm, those who are from disadvantaged backgrounds. And her empathy, warmth, humor, and patience are what make these people receptive to her expertise. Over the years, she's received many letters and gifts from students who thanked her for helping them get jobs, for changing their lives. And all the struggle, the persistence, the overcoming disappointment, the achievement, the accomplishment, has added to what I feel about her. Yes, a physical love and emotional love, but also an earned Aretha Franklin, R-E-S-P-E-C-T, a true admiration that over the years has augmented, strengthened, heightened, and intensified the way I love her. And of course, her ability to return anything to any store also helps. Thank you very much.